Be present in over 150 experiences covering every genre imaginable. Virtual Presence Productions.
Here we go. Welcome to the Virtual Presence Podcast. This is it's October, but I don't know what number it is anymore because we stopped doing this about 5 months ago. Because things had gotten too crazy and it got to the point where I couldn't say anything, because at some point it becomes all inside baseball and I can't tell you about all the meetings I'm having.
Or other sports.
Yes, inside football. There you go. And I haven't told anybody what's going on, at least to the VR180 crowd. So I got to tell everybody some shit. I wanted to talk specifically about the Raiders and their present situation because I'm fucking heartbroken for Pete Carroll because of how cool he was for me. But yes, and this is Jay Aaron.
Hi.
Jay Aaron, you may have seen from some other VR180 podcasts. He's a director, friend. I think it's now friend director.
Yeah.
It used to be.
Yeah.
I think it just shifted. Now we're just friends.
Well, yesterday was.
I know. Yesterday was the future day.
10
years ago. I know, it's crazy. His film that he put me in back in time came out 10 years ago yesterday.
I almost didn't know, by the way. I almost missed them. I saw someone else's story. And I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that was 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I knew, which was funny. I'm still seeing some Back to the Future stuff, but they were going to announce this headset on Future Day. And I was like, oh, that's cool. They're announcing it. And then I forgot about the announcement or whatever. I'm watching the Lakers game, and I go, oh, it was announced. It's on sale. Buy now. Oh, I can pick it up in LA. There's only 4 Samsung stores in the country, and one of them was in Glendale. I was like, oh fuck! And so I just bought it. And I was like, holy shit! And then I got it. And then that's a whole nother story that I may have talked about in the unboxing video. I don't know what order these are going to come out at, but let's talk about all this shit later. We got to catch everybody up on, and you honestly, I haven't told you everything. When we last left this, I'm thinking now it was June, and basically what happened was in May, I was in contact with Pete. A friend got us in contact and showed him the stuff, and he loved it, and he had me go out to the Raiders, show it to them. Everybody fucking loved it, and Pete just grabbed me, drug me up to Mark Davis's office, sat me down, and said, You gotta watch this, Mark. Mark was like, fuck me, I want this. He kept saying, son of a bitch. He just couldn't, he kept freaking out. So we go into the GM's office. The GM's like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. We're doing this. It's awesome. Walk out. Pete's like, congratulations, Adam. And that's when he said, can you hire this guy? And I was like, okay. So hired that guy. Did everything that was supposed to happen. We had basically drawn up a plan of, shooting weekly, releasing 3 or 4 videos every other day. Had it all set. Then had a meeting with another owner who was a little more down on it, because he said, nobody has all these headsets. He goes, these headsets. And I said, listen, you're right. We thought they were going to be bigger than they were a few years ago. However, there's still 25 million of these. And for a subscription base, you don't need 1 million. We could do quite well with 10,000. Right. And especially the Raider fans are fucking diehard. So I talked to my guy, and they come back and they're like, okay, he agrees. We're gonna go for it. And I waited for the contract. I talked to the guy that's working on the contract. I now have a liaison. I think in the lockdown, he's named Mike. It's not his name, but I like Mike's, so I don't like this guy. So we got a nice name. By the way, if you're ever reading The Journey, and you see a normal name, probably means I like the guy. If it's weird, and that probably means I'm really angry, and it rhymes with how I feel about him. That's a big giveaway. But yeah, just so you know. So that's how I name my people. If it's weird, we have a problem. If it's normal, so on and so forth. So I get the contract from that guy. Oh, and I talked to the guy, and he's like, no, we're just going to test everything first. And I was like, oh, test? Dip your foot in the water. And he's like, no, we're going to test it. We were going to do this. He goes, but I'm still going to need a contract. And I was like, okay. So I get the contract. The contract is just for if they ask us to come out, how much I would get paid to produce whatever. And so I go to my liaison to Pete and go, dude, this is not at all what's happening. He's like, Pete's not going to let you get fucked. It's all going to work out. trust me on this. It is going to happen. I said, okay. So the plan was we shoot something in June. We put the test out June 15th. Okay, and then from there, we get your metrics or whatever, and then there was a plan on how we would do this, and we'd do some stuff with the alumni, we would do some stuff with training camp, and then it would become basically the preseason games and the games, and so I shoot the stuff with Pete. Pete is a fucking unbelievable rock star, and I'm talking, he grabs me, talks right to you, check this out, shows you this shit, have I even shown you? Have I shown you?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, it's amazing how he could attest that it's like, oh, fuck, Pete Carroll's talking to me and telling me how the season's going to go. He brings you into his office. He tells you the whole schedule. It's one of the coolest things, and I couldn't wait for it to be. And it was like, how do you even test this? Right. How do you show this to Raiders fans and then be like, no, like it's almost untestable. Well, that's kind of the only feedback I got, which was, boy, Pete's really committed to this. I mean, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, yeah. And it was just like, do you need me to edit it? They didn't really say it, but you could tell that they were a little hesitant because Pete was so committed. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's why it's fucking awesome. You've got a head coach that wants to do this. Yay! But it feels like the team. And then you have to realize, okay, this guy's been head coach for 3 months.
Right.
The guy that I'm with, working there 20 years. Like, the Raiders are an institution. Pete might just be traveling through. So
as their current record.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. But the cool thing about Pete is that he's a teacher, and he wouldn't have stopped doing it. Now, whether people would want to see it, that's a different story. I'm not sure they would have. But anyway, so June comes, and they're not testing, and then they're not even watching it. So I bought one of these. I loaded it. I shipped it to them, and I think somebody watched it, but there's all this disconnect. Emails aren't being returned, phone calls aren't being returned, or if they are, they're about something else. And then he's like, come out in July. Come out in July, and I shoot some more stuff. And remember, there is an amount of money, and it's a fucking hefty amount of money for each of these shoots. I thought it was going to be for a whole goddamn season. I was preparing my kids for a whole different life. Even 4 of these shoots completely changes my life. It really does. Like, you know me.
Yes.
I don't spend anything, so it's enough money that, wow, okay, I could probably, I don't know, make a whole bunch of songs and release them and just have a good time, which is what I'm doing. So July comes, and then, I was like, hey, we got to test. We if we don't do this, we're not going to be able to get the subscribers on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, we want to get that preseason game on August 7th. And I'm like, okay, dude, but like then the regular season's 4 weeks out. Like, we're running out of time, and I'm doing this shit lightning fast. I mean, I'm editing all night in a hotel room, overnight upload. I mean, I'm getting it done in like 32 hours to them, ready to view. Like, let's get some approvals, or like, how are we going to test? What is the survey going to say? Like, and no one is responding. There's just no response, and you can't talk to Pete. Although I did email him, and he wrote back. He's like, I'll check into it. He was awesome. Pete has been incredible. But at some point, you're like, he's got a team that he's supposed to be coaching.
Right.
He shouldn't be texting Adam Contras about a fucking VR shit, which he watched and loved. He was on vacation in Hawaii in July. My guy was there. He watched it. He said, awesome, let's go. And then he next time he sees me, he's like, why isn't this happening? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I can't get a hold of Davis. The email he gave me, that's not working. So there is no communication, which is when I got that waiting pool and just fucking laid there going, I don't know what to do. I can't keep, like, something's wrong. And then I'm telling the liaison guy, I'm like, dude, something's wrong. He's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't know what, it's not fine. There's only, they're still going to do it. They're still going to do it. Wouldn't have paid all this money to just, like, okay. So I waited. 3 weeks into August, still nothing. And I'm like, and I'm talking to my business partner, who is not a liaison to Pete. I'm just like, dude, there's
not happening.
This isn't happening. He's like, oh, and even he, to this day, he's like, they're going to do something with it. I'm like, you don't understand. I ended up making like 20 videos. They've never asked for those files. They asked for them flat to look at some stuff, right, because the guy literally, I don't think he really understands how to use this. And that's the other thing you got to realize is that if there isn't somebody there in the building that is like the VR guy, I know, vitiligo, I got some crazy shit going on right here. Were you noticing that?
No.
I saw it, yeah. It looks a little better, maybe, I don't know. If there isn't a guy in the place, like an intern that is assigned to this, that can set it up and put it on somebody's fucking head, if you're over 40, you're not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? I forget that because I'm 50, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? What's the problem? Like, I'm insane. I'm not them. So it just got worse and worse and worse. Ironically, and this is literally an entry of one of the locked entries. I'm on my way to Seattle, assuming they're going to cancel, because it just felt like this is not happening, right? And I get a text in the airport, have you left for the airport yet? And my stomach was like, I knew exactly what was coming. And I was like, I'm at the gate, we're about to board, you know. And he's like, okay, cool, see you then. And I was like, is there something you need? He's like, oh, we'll talk about it. I was like, oh. So I don't know if I saved myself and a literal fuck ton of money because I got to the airport early, but it sure fucking felt like, because to them the money is nothing. So, right. But it's a lot. So that was terrifying. And then the crazy thing, Seattle was unfucking real. I got touchdowns in front of me. Like, you can see me in my goofy ass shoes going, like, it's the craziest thing you've ever seen. You're standing on the sidelines and somebody gets a touchdown. Pete, after the game, hugs a coach, turns to me, walks to me and says, that's how you do it. And I'm like, oh, my fucking God. And like, I got the focus right. And it was like, it's one of the coolest things I have ever shot in my life. And I'm like, this is impossible to ignore. And then they never watched it. And I went, apparently it's possible for them to ignore it. So yeah, so it was just clear that, okay, it's over. So beginning of September, I write an entry and I just say, listen, there's nothing happening. I don't know why. It's not like everybody wants to know what happened. And I'm like, so do I. There is no communication whatsoever. Like, I do shit like, oh, we had talked about shooting on this Tuesday. I text them on Friday. Are we shooting on Tuesday? Nothing. Monday, are we shooting on Tuesday? Tuesday, I'm like, oh, I guess we're not shooting today. Wednesday, like that kind of stuff. And it's
you're like one of those stalker ex-girlfriends.
I have to make a shoot. I gotta hire the assist. Like, I need to know if I should get a hotel. Like, it's not a stalker ex-girlfriend. I have to, you know.
So who do you still have there within the team?
Oh, Pete Carroll. I mean, I guess. What do you mean, have there? Like, I mean, I could talk to all of them. I didn't do anything wrong. Nobody was angry with me. Here's what I think happened. This is just a guess. Please do not take this as verbatim. My assumption is, as I've gotten a feel for how people view Mark Davis, or how people view, and what's happening at the Raiders right now with different owners coming in, and you can kind of, it feels like there's a transition happening, I think. I don't know. I have no inside information. Just fucking spitballing here. So it wouldn't surprise me if Mark, who is a very energetic personality and gets great big ideas, that they weren't like, okay, let's just get this, let's just kind of delay this till the season starts, and then Mark's gonna be focused on the season, and then we can, because it is a lot of, I feel like it's a lot of work in your brain as a company, to suddenly have to, like, now I've got to review this media, even though they already have a behind-the-scenes show. Right? Like, oh, now I got to fucking put on a goddamn headset and watch, and fuck this. Like, I feel like there was a lot of, all right, we'll have him out, he'll shoot some stuff.
And what platform were they going to put it on?
On YouTube VR. It's great. It's the best it looks amazing.
How are they going to sell subs to that?
They already have a channel. They got 300,000. You just make subscription. Make it $5, $10.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already set up. It was not a distribution issue whatsoever. That was the other thing. I was like, dude, this is YouTube's. This is Google's. So it's all like coming together now. YouTube VR looks fucking badass. You can subscribe really easy, and it's just incredible. So that wasn't the issue. I just think they were never going to do this, and they just decided to push the can down the road, and then it's August, and then they're like, oh man, Ted, the fucking season, we're going to put this on ice. And I'm like,
to appease Pete?
No, I think to appease Mark. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Mark had this great idea, and Pete was really behind it, but at the end of the day, I think they just didn't have it wasn't their idea. There's not something they wanted to do. So I guess they just let it go. Now, they might call me up afterwards. But then here's the next problem. I'm pretty married to a coach that's struggling right now. And that last loss was one of the worst losses I've ever seen.
No, there was a Giants loss on the same day.
No, I mean, when you have 3 total first downs in an NFL game, when you have 95 total yards in an entire game, when you only do 30 plays. This shit hasn't happened since the 90s. They only had the ball for 17 minutes.
The Giants' meltdown against Denver was...
Yeah, but they at least scored a point. They at least made some first downs. Like, it was just one of those... It felt like a loss. And then, of course, you go online in the media, and they're just fucking slamming Pete and slamming Mark Davis. And it's like everybody in Raider Nation hates them. And I'm like, can you imagine having to fucking shove this camera? And like,
well, I will say this.
Oh my God, dude!
Regardless of if they're the worst team in the NFL or not, and they're still the Jets, by the way. Too.
Right? Oh yeah, they're not the worst team.
What they got going on is so bad right now that I can't imagine this is even like.
Well, here's the problem. I as part of my research into covering them, I went deep into Raider Nation. I went back years and see how they treated Antonio Pierce and how they, you know what I mean, and I watched. And even in the bad times, there are people pissed about the offensive coordinator. They're pissed about this. Ooh, this feels different. You're talking about like some of these influencers that are like, burn the fucking place down. I'm done. Like, I'm done with the fucking Raiders. They've been telling me this forever. I believed in you one last fucking time. And there's this anger that isn't, it's not even fair for Pete. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. He just got there. There's a limit to what you can do. And it just breaks my heart because he was so nice to me. I mean, literally, bring me into the office, talk to me, give me shit about beating my Buckeyes when he was the USC coach. Like, we had so many of these moments, literally finding me on the field, coming up and saying, come here, and like having me talk to his coaches. I mean, he was just, I think the world of him. And then you turn on, Pete's a fucking sleepy Pete Carroll. It's like, oh, Jesus, like they're just... And I'm so like sad for him. I'm just sad for him, and I don't know what to say other than I'm so sorry, dude. I hope you make it through this season. I hope you can turn some things around, but it sure doesn't feel like I don't know what they're doing. It feels like some sort of play to like change ownership I just feel like something else is going on. It doesn't feel. Like, a lot of shit just doesn't make sense, And you got Tom Brady coming in. There's, like, 5 billionaires, and they're just like, oh, yeah, you can have your Pete. He's too old. He's not going to be here for a while. Like, that's what it's feeling like. And so I'm just, it's awful to be in the middle of that. It's awful that the two people that believed in you the most happen to be the two people that are getting fucking railed.
That's another weird part, man. Like, when you think about these, like, kinds of things, what you're doing.
Right.
Obviously, what you're doing is new. It hasn't really been done. But when you put it in a bucket of like extra media fans, whatever, when the hell would you ever deal with the head coach and the owner
and
on
the
this?
literal owner and the head coach? Like,
never.
And get them on your side to the point where they're like, we're doing this.
Not even close. You'd be with some marketing thing, whatever. Which, given your current situation,
probably
would help a lot better.
Helped. Yeah, totally.
So there's somebody to deal with who's not specifically dealing with football issues.
Right. Well, but now the guy that I was dealing with was the marketing guy, right? But again, and to his credit, this was lumped on him, right? And in the meeting that I first met him and the billionaire that was kind of cold on it, he actually was defending it, saying, listen, we did some research. We've got like 1 million Raider fans with headsets, like confirmed, like 1.8 million or something, like a lot. He said, of all the headsets, of all the fans, this is how many. So there's an avenue where this works. And I thought that was it. I will say, however, let's say we did get 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers right before the season started. Hope we got them for the year, because I'm not sure after some of these fucking games, you're like, all right, let's see what the locker room was like. It feels like maybe out of just pure curiosity of, but then the players don't want to fucking talk to you at all, right? And it's almost like, I feel like the first team that does this is going to have to be like the Buckeyes, like a team that's always good. Maybe they lose one game. You know what I mean? Like perennial favorites, and it happens in college more than anywhere else. Like Ohio State always wins 10 games every season, has for 30 years. That's the team that you fucking follow.
But college is tough.
Why? Same fan base. Oh, getting to the right people is always tough, but no, I think college is perfect, actually, for something like this, because the fucking fans of college are shoulders above professional fans. They just are. College is like, you go to Columbus, you see more Buckeye paraphernalia than any Lakers.
But what's the age range, though?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's young, old. It's hardcore. I mean, that's just a different fan base. That's always going to be a better fan base. What's difficult is that they're also students. That
doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, it basically is professional. So, again, that's where I want to go. And if anybody, knows Ryan Day or, whomever. Now, so that's where we left with that. And then I said, fuck it, and started making all those songs. And I have this project where I'm releasing 126 songs. It's one every 2 to 3 days in VR180. It's nuts. I've done 7. Today was my 7th. So I've already got it scheduled out, and I'm performing them all and singing them all, and it's going back over the 30 years of the journey, and all these songs that were just kind of throwaway songs, I'm producing them, and it's awesome. I'm having the time of my fucking life, and that's what at least those 4 shoots have afforded me to just take it easy, because I don't think my brain could handle. The rejection of the summer was pretty fucking rough, because there was no rejection. It was, they just kept, and I was like, what are we doing? I don't, the owner of the fucking team wants to, what, in your brain, how can you get that high and it not matter? That's bizarre. That's one of the strangest.
Well, it's the old, what they paid you is $10 to them.
Well, can I have a few more bucks then? Because I sure could have used a few more fucking shoots. I could have paid my house off. It was a lot of money. So honestly, I could probably pay my house off, actually, come to think of it. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to hold on, because I had to make a C Corp just for the money I made, just so I don't take it personally. And I don't lose all my fucking medical and my, because I might not make money for the next 3 fucking years. So I'm going to, that's all I can do. Because I don't have any money. And I have always done this on a shoestring budget. So, however, I have meetings next week with some people for virtual presence stuff. It isn't going to stop. My business partner now works for Amazon Sports for the NBA. And he's deep in their launching Friday.
Right.
So once he gets through that, he's like, everybody involved. My liaison,
Amazon spends a lot of money on their sports stuff.
They do.
I know because
yeah.
I did Thursday Night Football for 2 years.
But the liaison to Pete and I, we're still in contact, and my business partner, and they still are like, Adam, you're still doing something nobody's doing, and you're doing it cheaper and faster, and you can scale it across the country. You got something. They're not giving up. They think there's a lot of money here. It's just a matter of positioning the chess pieces. Me, however, I'm gonna go play my piano and remember that I'm an artist and enjoy myself, because this shit sucked. To be that close.
I had no idea.
I
thought it was happening.
You thought it was happening. Shit. My kids thought it was happening.
I thought it was literally in the process. I thought you were going to tell me week 7's going great.
No, I don't think I would have posted something from a goddamn.
I didn't know if it had to do with.
Oh right, you weren't allowed to, right? And then the other thing that just sucks is that no one is ever going to be able to see anything once again. And the Dodgers thing that I shot, we're still going back and forth on music or whatever. That still hasn't been released. It's no one will fucking release anything. So it
is crazy how much cool shit you've shot.
And you're just you just put it on your YouTube channel. You've already got the channel. It's yours. Just fucking, and they're like, no. And it's Jesus, I need a public win or I don't have a company. That's the thing. The money was great. It's been so much nicer than not having it. However, what is virtual presence? If no one's ever worked with you and you can't show any of the shit you've done, you can't even put a fucking reel together. It's really bad. So that's frustrating. Oh, and but virtual presence trademark went through, so that's good. Finally got all the paperwork. It's going to get posted. I've now trademarked virtual presence. I can put the little TM on it, no longer pending. I just got that email last night, so that's
small wins.
Yeah, small. That's a big win. I think that's a pretty good fucking thing to trademark. People had it and abandoned it, and I was able to grab it in May when I thought this was all happening, right? So I just grabbed it, and I was like, fuck yeah, virtual presence. That's such a cool fucking name. So that's mine now. Don't take it. Ha ha. All right, so you look tired, sir. You all right? Are you jet lagged?
No, I've been on the West Coast for.
So why are your eyes all droopy?
I haven't slept much.
Okay, why haven't you been sleeping much, dog?
I've been enjoying the fruits of the West Coast. Thank you, California.
Yeah, newly single, having fun, enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Oh shit, was I supposed to say that?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, she'll never see this.
No.
Why would she ever see this?
Not a fucking chance.
Yeah, right.
Nor will she care. She'll be like, "That's great."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that bad.
Yeah.
I went to New York last year to shoot the Hanson stuff. I can cut to that right now. Stayed with a friend Jay and his lovely girlfriend, and there were some moments. There were moments where I was like, "This doesn't feel very comfortable," and I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm staying. But boy, when I got home, I was like, "Motherfucker, that doesn't feel very comfortable. It shouldn't be that hard."
Nope.
You've
always said that to me. That's like the easiest, most simple piece of advice you've ever given me for like 12 years now.
It's never that hard. It just isn't. Now, but that also means that your maintenance level might need to shift a little bit for what you think you need, and that person's level, it does require some people to get to a point where, like, yeah, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. But it should be easy.
I'm an easy person.
That is not fucking true. You are the least easy person. Come on, Jay, dude.
Aside from what I told you right before we were starting this.
Dude, you are...
But that's self... Okay, I'm going to rephrase. Most of my not easiness is self-satisfied.
Okay, but when you're in a relationship, that's kind of a self thing. You're kind of a core thing. So...
But it's like I don't... Even all that stuff, when I'm in a relationship, I still don't need from someone else.
That's true. I guess that's true.
Yeah, I'm a little high maintenance, but, like, I take care of it.
Yeah, you don't need that person to take care of your maintenance.
Or to like, even be bothered with it.
Well, but a lot of people are, and that's the other problem, is, I got no answers for you, other than...
I definitely need to recalibrate in a very serious way what I think I need in another person.
Yes. Oh, that's
because I've been vastly off for the better part of the last
You've been
15
so far off.
years or so.
Yeah, that is to say the very fucking least. You haven't been vastly off. I just think that there were moments in those relationships where it was pretty clear to everybody else, it's probably not going to make it, dog. That's a bigger red flag than you think it is. I think that, because when that isn't there, it's so smooth, you forget what day it is.
Yeah, my mom, who I seldom talk to about relationships,
right?
She called me out pretty good this year, and said, "Hey, you seem to have a problem when." When your relationships are actually over, not even other people seeing from the outside going like, "Hey man, this is not what you just said." I'm talking about actually over,
right?
Like,
and you still
broken up. We're not together anymore. Over.
Yeah.
In my last 3 relationships, and one of which was a marriage,
right? I
stuck around in each of the 3 for years worth of time in all of them.
We all stick around for a little bit, but you stuck around for a long time. That's the difference. Like, everybody fucks a couple times after they break up.
Forget that. I mean, I've been trying to resurrect my current relationship for the better part of the last...
Yeah, I remember. I know.
Where are we? It's October? So, 9 months.
Well, I mean,
without that.
Okay, well, that's just stupid.
I could make the argument that, no, it's more real because I'm actually trying to resurrect the relationship. You're just talking about, just...
I guess.
Getting laid.
This is taking a turn. And I'm not sure, but I knew this would happen. Let me real quick. Because,
I'm actually very interested.
Right. Let me real quick just get to... I did the unboxing, which gave my impressions. I'm just going to re-say them. First off, this is not a replacement for this, as it's not a gaming device. This is a replacement for the Apple Vision Pro. And
Can you play games on it though?
you can, and it comes with you can get controllers, and you can actually play walkabout mini golf and
So hold on, for its $1,700 price tag, it doesn't come with controllers.
no, but whatever, $150. Like that's the issue. That's not the issue. But the problem is that they don't ship with controllers, which means game makers can't know you have them, which means there's not going to be a lot of games. This is not a gaming device. That's never what this was.
Are there any useful gesture gaming?
Oh yeah, but you can also do the other games. And so like I was playing the job simulator thing, and that's it. But this is a multimedia working thing, like always. You know, watching. You know, it's got a Netflix app. It's got the YouTube app. Like that's what Apple
things
does
that
not
Apple
have.
doesn't have.
Yeah, Apple doesn't have. As far as how it looks to me, it looks exactly like Apple Vision Pro. The pass-through, so when you put it on and look around, it looks incredible. The floating stuff is good. I have not messed with actually like attaching something to a wall and walking away. I don't know if it can do that spatial shit as well. The downsides is, and it feels like there's less field of view than this. So the first thing I did was I watched my own shit, right? Because the reason I even want these is because I want to have the best possible way to show my videos to people in a meeting situation. Strike one. Gotta have this on. That's your first strike. Is that this is what makes it almost impossible for me to ever use in those situations, because you have to put it on and you got this little puck. Now for me it's fine, it doesn't matter if I'm working. The truth is I have a big power bank plugged into this anyway, so it lasts forever.
Can you power bank this?
Well, I mean that's oh, you can double power bank it. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you have an infinite time.
Yeah, you can absolutely double power bank it. But the fact that if I'm going to put this on your head, now I'm like, here you go. Whereas here, I literally start it and then go boom, and you're done.
Right.
And you're right in there. That makes it a problem. This is a higher resolution. It is OLED screens, so it's deeper blacks. So the colors do kind of pop a little bit. However, the problem with OLED screens, same for the Apple Vision Pro, if you go like that real quick, it's just a tiny shimmer. Doesn't happen in this. And the deeper blacks don't matter once you're in the video.
Right.
And this is what I've tried to explain to people. All these fucking, like graphic Nazis. They're like, oh, but the black. And I'm like, but unless you're comparing the two, you would never know. Now, you notice immediately, oh, the blacks are better. And then you're watching the thing and you forgot about it. The same thing here. At no point, or you might notice, oh, it's pitch black, but I can still kind of see it kind of gray. But once the movie starts, you're in that world. And that now becomes your brain's idea of what black is. So this is more comfortable, better field of view. I don't think it looks that much better. So for me, as far as video work or meetings, it's going to be this. This is just a lot easier. So the fact that this is $1,800 and this is $500 is like...
What about you sitting and editing?
Now, sitting and editing, it should be identical. The nice thing about this, Apple Vision Pro didn't have virtual desktop, so I could never link to my PC. This has that. The nice thing is that you can take these things off, which is what I do for this, which allows me to put it on my head and look down and at like that kind of stuff. Keyboard, look at... Sometimes I bring in a different monitor, and so I can look at... effects and stuff, and so I can overlay. Everybody wondering how the fuck I do all my overlays like without occlusion, meaning like if you put it's here and it's not here, is I literally am in my headset. I'm literally like manipulated in the headset so that's what you have to do. There's no other way to do it.
Right.
So much of what I do is bringing shit in and making you feel like you're in an amusement park. So in that case it's good, but I don't know if I have $2,000 just because it's because this works perfectly fine. I still have to mess with it. Like this has Google Maps. That's kind of cool.
For your couch?
Well, that's cool. I mean, it's cool. Have you ever done Google Earth where you just fly into the Earth?
I guess.
It's neat, but I have that on PCVR.
Right.
So I guess this is a mobile version of what I already have through this. Understand that this is a PCVR too. You just hook in wirelessly to your fucking PC. So it's tough. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet because I don't spend a lot of time just like watching content.
What's the return policy?
Oh, I got somebody who'd already buy it. Somebody there that didn't get one. I said, let's keep in touch, brother. On the other hand, it was really cool. Like, The VR180 stuff looked similar, but what did not look similar was sitting on my couch, being able to see everybody, and then bring up a flat fucking video from the journey, and it looks
In there.
oh my god, it looks incredible. And you can move it over here, and you can talk to it. Is that part's pretty cool. I will admit
This doesn't.
it does do that,
But-
but the pass through just doesn't look. Pass through is kind of important for that. Like you have to be able to, like it's you can kind of read your phone if you do the pass through on this one, but this is like clear as day. So I'll throw you in it while I'm talking. You get to play with all.
It's so funny. They're going to work on all this pass-through stuff so that one day we can all just have...
Did you ever do the Apple Vision Pro? Did you even try it?
I don't think so.
Here, put it on, and then when you put it on, you just tighten the back.
Oh, yeah. No, the pass-through's pretty fucking good.
And then, do you see your screens? If you want to,
It shows me the glasses icon.
okay, so now it's you're setting your.
Oh,
It's going to set your IPD. Do what it says. This is the other problem is you have to go through this shit. So it's cool because it literally makes the IPT perfect for your. What are you doing? And it'll probably ask you to move it up or down to, like, move the actual unit up or down to get, you know. What is it doing? What are you doing?
Tell me what it's telling me to do.
It's telling. Are you sure it's not just asking you to move?
It's got a hands icon and a...
I think it's just asking you to move it up and down, not left and right.
No,
Oh,
up and
okay,
down.
well, fuck it. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
all right.
There,
well,
did it happen?
we're in.
Okay, well, you're in.
That was a lot of stuff.
What's nice is that the other one's manual, right? It's like you gotta go, or however you
Right.
do it. But
I mean, I can tell you now that it's done, I can see perfectly.
right now, the thing that's frustrating, like these lenses are so big, the sweet spot's so big, I can like put it in the middle and put it on almost everybody's head, and it looks perfect. So I'm kind of frustrated that you can't just choose to not do that.
What was it?
Um,
Pretty intuitive. Now, what's funny is, I usually wear glasses.
yeah, you won't need him on these because of the way the lens is working to
So
the
in-
screen.
So in theory, if I was wearing glasses right now, I'd take them off and I could use this.
Mhm.
No prescription anything.
You can do a prescription, but I've found that depending on what your prescription is,
Which mine's pretty light.
yeah, like it actually, like I can't read. I mean, I'm getting old, so like I can't read stuff really close. But in this fucking headset, I can. I don't know why, but I'll be in a video game and I'm like, I couldn't have done that in real life. But that gives you an idea what the pass-through looks like. And then if you bring up an app, I mean, you could be here all day. So my 2 cents on this is, if you like the Apple Vision Pro at all, I mean, it's pretty. If you're in the PC world and not the iOS world, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, how much will you use it? How much do you watch movies? And the one thing this does have over the Quest, when you turn your head, it changes with the video. The player knows that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the sound you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has spatial audio.
Yeah, but it does not have that on the Quest. Anyway,
So that Adam is the
from 2009, yeah.
That's sick. Now I will say, when you start looking like to your left, like I am right now,
Right.
you see the middle,
The middle what?
like the bridge of the inside of the headset.
Oh yeah, that's because you don't have these on, dude. You're doing a VR thing without the
Blockers.
yeah, like here. Let's see. Now see here. Let's see. Watch that. When I take this off, it'll pause. Oh,
That sure as shit not pause.
oh, that's good. That's what I wanted to happen. There, now try.
Maybe we're figuring things out.
You're figuring stuff out. Oh,
So close.
and that's 20 seconds. Now you're probably gonna have to click your fingers to get it come back up. That work? Hit play and then hit the
Oh,
screen
you do
again.
that.
But is it playing? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But see, now you're a little more immersed. But for AR stuff, it doesn't matter, so it's kind of nice to be able to see all of it. Anyway, gonna have to fuck with it a little bit more. 2K is a lot of money. Especially when it's the same thing that happened with the Apple Vision Pro. All it did was make me realize just how amazing the Quest 3 is. Like, it's just such a good device. And the differences aren't worth, honestly, the comfort and mobility. And yeah, I don't know, man. So I'll fuck with it more, see if I have a reason to keep it. Otherwise,
Yeah, I feel like they're going in the wrong.
it's still cool. I mean, listen, now they're in the game. Google's in the game, Meta's in the game, Apple's in the game. So let's see where we are in 5 years, because they're all going to end up being this in 10 years.
And that's the point.
That's well, but you gotta build
So now
the
it's
system.
like, oh, who has the best pass through? And it's like, well, we're not gonna need it.
We're not going to need it, right? But here's the other thing: the reason Google's exciting is no one's beating Google Maps. Meta's trying to do their display with their maps. It's like, dude, you're never going to beat Google Maps. So like, we don't know which one of these is going to win, right? And I'm still not completely convinced pass-through won't actually. I don't know yet, because I don't know how we're ever going to get these to be good enough for visual quality.
So for
in
me, it's
video.
like, okay, how do you improve my life with the device, right?
Yeah.
So with that, if you just put a heads-up display in it,
Yeah.
it's this for almost everything it does, but the video stuff, right? Like
Right.
right now, I don't need this headset on to just scroll through and have a heads-up thing. Now, is the quality a gazillion times better than that?
Yeah.
But what am I doing with it? Like, if I want my emails and this, and then I want to work, like, I really just need that.
Right, but I think it's going to take a long time. These are going to get lighter. First of all, have you noticed how light that is in comparison
To the Vision Pro?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I
night
did
and
try
day.
Vision Pro on, and yeah, way lighter.
Yeah, it's super light. So, again.
I actually like the feel this better than that.
Yeah. Well, no, I bet. I'm telling you. Take it off real quick. I've really modded this to such a ridiculous point that you'll notice that mine is pretty fucking comfortable. Like.
All right, so this is definitely more comfortable. That's the right word for it.
But weight distribution wise is.
It's more. I feel like I'm wearing more stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you're wearing more stuff.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot more headset to this.
And this is really light and nice, and yeah. No, I'm
There's
with
not
you,
a
dude.
lot there.
There's not, right. Well, but that's the point. These are themselves are getting closer to. I mean, when you just take this off, which is what I do often to edit. I mean, we're getting pretty. It's not. We're getting there. We really are. I mean, if you take this off and this off, right? Take this whole apparatus off. It's just there and that. That's all it is. And it's 2025. Well, talk to me in 2035. Like, these are all going to start to merge
There's
together.
a character that wore glasses that look like that in a cartoon, and I can't place it.
But Meta's definitely ahead on the smart glasses. Oh, shit. The fact that they released a display in 25, no matter the fact it's only out of one eye. Ooh. It's the only problem is I do not know why they didn't make it fucking matte. It's that shiny, stupid shit. It looks like a Fisher-Price story.
I didn't realize that the display was only in one eye.
Yeah.
What's the
one
point
eye.
of that? Is it battery?
It's just battery, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But even then, everybody's telling me it goes out in an hour and a half. It's like, well, what the fuck is the point?
I mean, the old ones.
My phone doesn't go out in an hour.
The old ones that were 4 hours were
were 2
an
hours.
hour.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like right down here. So you look down here on those, and it's like, but everybody says it works because you're looking, and it's but now it's not truly AR. That shit looked like it was floating out in front of you, and then when you like grab the side of it and put it over here and bring shit up over here, it's fucking badass.
I mean,
dude.
the interesting part of the AR of this is like, it's not AR either. It's a video like, it's not truly transparent.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but it is still a way to get augmented reality. Let me bring up.
Yeah, but the reality part of it is not reality. It's a camera. They just do a good job with it.
Now my eyes are. I feel like our eyes are the same. I guess your eyes are closer together than mine. I guess I'm a Neanderthal, or you are. I don't know.
Could be me.
Real quick, let me show you a flat YouTube video, because that to me kind of blew my fucking mind. Almost more than the VR180 because it just sat in this beautiful world and in how I do the Disneyland. All right. And then I can move it. I can like move it and put it right over there. Yeah. Yeah, see if that works. Although it's probably totally going to make you do your eyes again. But then grab it like a window on the side of it and move it over wherever you want.
You were correct.
Yeah, it's gonna do that. We were wasting so much time. Anyway, folks, that's all the stuff with the Raiders. It looks like I don't think Virtual Presence podcast is going to be monthly because it's hard to document this struggle sometimes, and I don't think you care. But there is stuff still going. Is it working?
I'm in.
Oh, I guess you got to go to YouTube.
Disneyland Halloween.
Yeah.
So.
Click.
How do you move the window?
Go to the side of it, like bottom right corner, or like, and that should make it bigger, and then you can move it over, move it in front of you more.
All right. So side made it bigger, smaller. How do you move it?
Not the diagonal. Maybe the top, and then you can pick it up and move it where you want.
Well, this needs to be slightly more intuitive.
Well, I did it right away. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, top. Okay, got it. Damn.
But yeah, it's clear, dude. Like, it looks really good.
So this is a first for him. And actually,
Isn't that wild? Like, that's really neat. I mean, it's a neat toy. But I'm not one for $2,000 toys. It has to have some sort of functionality for me work-wise. So, again, not going to do this whole bunch. I'm concentrating on the Journey project and making a lot of songs. I've got a lot of songs. They're all a lot of fun. And I'm going to enjoy the end of my year because it's been one for the fucking books. So, awesome. I'm sure Jay says bye.
Oh, and there's a lot more of these. Please check out my other VRLOGs and subscribe and comment. It means the world to me.